like the Kellz, we gotta let them know. When gotta would have still for me there. When gotta would have still for me there. Ballin' like the Kellz, we gotta let them know. Kellz, we on Peacock, we on. The Antoine spot, broadcast.
Oh my goodness. You done took the hat off?
Kellz, the truth have beat you in love up there. I told you that.
Oh my goodness, man. You still lying? Damn, we're lying, man. You know what? You know what, man? I appreciate everybody. I appreciate welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Sports Entertainment Podcast Show. I'm your host, Spivey. We all see who I got with me. G, Peacock, Kellz the Lie. What's good, fellas?
What up? What up?
What's going on, man?
I appreciate everybody that's tuning in on YouTube.
Oh man, what's happening, y'all?
Spivey Media Network. Continue to keep supporting both. Man, we about to get right into this because Kellz, look, I was gonna be calm, cool, and collected, but no, man, listen. Listen, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what's up?
Man, listen. Today, normally we have What's on Your Mind Wednesday, but today is going to be a special quick edition of, as Kellz just gave it its birth title, Monday's Rant. Now, it's crazy. Kellz the one that came up with it. Now you done got yourself involved in this rant for talking that nonsense.
That's okay, because I know the truth.
Listen,
the truth.
This is what I want people to start doing in life, man. It's okay. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. It's okay to admit when somebody is better than you. It's okay. You just Peacock, what you shaking your head for, man? Don't you get involved in this. Don't you get involved in this. Please. Now, Kellz. No, yeah. I'm gonna start with the other Brian in this football league that we was in.
You spell his name with an I.
Nitty?
Huh?
What's up, Cuzzo? Hey, man, why you have to put Fergie up there?
I'm about to say.
Oh, man. Who's Fergie? Who's Fergie? Hey, that ain't you, Kellz, is it?
No, that ain't me.
That's Kellz. Fergie.
Oh,
London. Fergie. She said,
London.
I earned that name.
Have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all wasn't expected to do something but did the unexpected, and you did it so dominant that people decide they want to try to change rules on you? Have anybody ever been in that situation?
No.
Maybe once.
Maybe once, G. All right, well.
Once or twice, or maybe thrice.
I'm going to make this real quick. I wish people would stop making excuses and just take, what you like to say, Kellz, accountability for things. And what I mean by that is League of Misfits. Stop making excuses to why I beat y'all asses my first year in that league. You know what I'm saying? To the point that now they want to go and change a rule, rule or whatever it may be, which I don't care because that ain't gonna stop me from doing what I want to do anyway. Now they want to, you got to bid for the free agents on waiver wire. Oh, so what? Because what? They figure, yeah, and let me tell you why. I don't have a problem with it because we do that in a couple of our other leagues.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that, but this is why they're doing it.
You have to say that again. You got to do what?
You got to bid
on. You got to bid on the. You get a certain amount of money. You get a certain amount of money.
I think like $200
on Wednesday. Like say for instance, 20, and whoever bid the most get it. But then I figure out the strategy of it already that you really don't have to use your money if you don't bid on it.
So, like you don't. So again,
you just wait till it's get on green.
That is not going to stop me, but they're doing it because they felt like I won my chip because I was on the waiver wire.
Nigga draft better.
The most. Man, look, Brian, who we have on this team? He had Joe Mixon, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Jaden Daniels, Trey McBride.
Was y'all in half PPR?
Man, I don't know what they had that shit set on.
Man, I don't know what
I don't know what they had that shit set on. All I know is I went in there, whooped their ass, said what I was going to do at the beginning of the season, and did it. Now they want to try to change it because they felt like I was on the waiver wire. They felt like I won a chip because of the waiver wire. And look, and even if I did, how silly do that make y'all look? If y'all lost to a team full of waiver wire dudes,
they got to come up with a gimmick to try to.
I fought the loophole. I fought the man. Listen, y'all don't understand the stuff I've been through in that league. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing people that got people in the starting lineup, and then I'll wake up in the morning, they on the bench, somebody else in the game that done played already. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? But again, that was just another thing they tried to put in my way to stop me from completing the ultimate goal, which is winning the championship. I did my first year. I'm going to repeat, do it again next year.
How you going? So you can't beat them. You can't beat them straight up. So you try to come up with some type of fugazi ass gimmick that. Lord,
some people do that for real. We, like you said, we did in our league, but
yeah, I mean, I don't care about bidding. I don't care about putting a bid in on players. But my thing is this: if you're gonna do it, do it. Don't do it because you feel like it was a loophole. Y'all lost to a team.
It sounds like that's exactly why they did it. The pull a loophole.
Man, listen. That shit ain't gonna stop me. I'ma still whoop their ass again next year.
If you draft good, you ain't got to worry about that.
Who I have on my team? I had my quarterback was Kyler Murray. My running back was Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, Peacock, second team that won a chip. Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. My receivers was Marvin Harrison Jr., CD Lamb. My tight end was Juno Smith.
Later on.
My one flex spot was Chase Brown. My kicker was Brandon Aubrey. And my defense was getting switched out weekly. So you mean to tell me
nobody probably said you got to bid because you was switching out your defense?
Listen, I was taking motherfuckers because I knew they was gonna try to get them. No, y'all not getting them. They'll sit right here on this bench for the week. Y'all not getting them. Are you serious?
I lost because I ain't taking Atlanta defense that one game against New York.
I took them from you.
Yeah, I know.
I play keep away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't play you. I ain't play you though.
Like, come on now. Like, don't make excuses. Just be like, damn, we got outsmarted. Now, if you gonna make that rule, make it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it because other shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, that just shows how great I am and how much of some losers that they are. Losers. Like, I had the whole league against me in the championship game. Man, we can't let this dude come in and his first year beat us. Shut up.
That's so sad. That is sad, man.
Sad.
You want to do that? You make him want to do that. He makes you want to go against him.
Not if you draft well.
Listen, these dudes had good teams. Some of these dudes had good teams, but what happened? They relied on that all fucking season. They. I mean,
if you draft well and you hit the free agency at the right time and know how to manage your players when people get injured, you ain't got to worry about that.
It's not about the beginning of the season. Fantasy don't start till like really week 7, maybe week 8.
Yeah, but if you get to week 7 and you with 1-6,
hey, then you just out of it. But for the ones that's in it, that's when it really starts. Week 7, maybe
If
week
I
8.
go 2-3, I'm ready to change my whole life.
Listen,
Man.
See,
hopefully they'll
boy,
get
oh
it.
boy,
I'm trading everybody available. I don't give a care who you is. I'm not winning with you. I can lose without saying, "Oh, you got Saquon Barkley on your team." No, bro. I'm 2-4.
Look,
he tradable.
Them dudes don't know what they doing, man. Like they just going out there picking their players, and they rather their team look good and lose than look bad or look average.
I did that 1 year too.
And I taught them a very valuable lesson. Very, very, very valuable lesson. And I'm gonna do it again next season. So yeah, my thing for today is people take accountability. Don't blame me. Blame yourselves. Don't blame me. Blame yourselves. Ain't that right, Peacock? Ain't that right? You had the golden ticket.
Me, I don't know what you're talking about.
You had the golden mirror. G, before we move on real quick, y'all. G, I'm pretty sure you heard, you know what I'm saying? We done talked about it a couple of times.
We had this conversation 2 times with G on it before.
About Peacock.
G was on it. He was on it last time he talked about it. We was on it.
I don't think he was. But if he was, I'm gonna say it again, damn it. Peacock had the golden ticket to be the one.
What is that?
To be the one to dethrone me. I basically was handing Peacock the championship. But boom, 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 boom. Great Kool-Aid. Boom, 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 boom. He got scared. Now, he had the trade deadline. I'm on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just going off. Boom, 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 left and right. Everybody doing some type of negotiations, wherever they may be. So I hit up Peacock. I said, man, listen. Tell me what's the price tag. I don't care. Tell me the price tag for these couple of players, which was Nico Collins, Derrick Henry, and Saquon Barkley. So we had it was a deal. It was a deal. I said we gonna go with each one of them players and see what the deals be looking like, and then we gonna take it from there and see which deal we want to do. So we talked about a Nico Collins.
Like I don't want to hear this shit.
we talked about a Nico Collins deal there, but the deal that was being talked about was Saquon Barkley. I was gonna offer him Josh Jacobs, Terry McLaurin, and Chase Brown for Saquon Barkley. My dude froze like a popsicle. Didn't want to do it. He like, man, you might have some other deals out here. Don't worry about that. I don't know what other deals I could do. If you take that deal, you done depleted my team. Only people I would have had on my team would have been Saquon Barkley,
Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup who wasn't doing shit. And shit, who the fuck else?
CD Lamb.
Team depleted. Peacock could have been the one dude to take me down, but he was too afraid to hit that button.
No, he did what his organization felt what they needed to do, and he gambled. That's all right. Lose? He did his best move, and I applaud him for that. You stick with what you want to do.
Lose. So your organization.
After did he make the playoffs?
Yeah, after did he make the playoffs?
You want first of all, injuries. Let me talk
to him, Peacock.
Let me tell you how the playoffs.
Talk to him.
Jameis Winston cost me the damn playoffs.
What?
On the last play of the game, the interception he threw in the end zone right there at the goal line on the last play of the game. And Kellz won by half a point. Less than half a point.
Hey, it be games like that. I had a game with LeBron. We won by a point. I know.
But I lost by a point. They took a doggone point away from me, and I lost.
Because you didn't deserve that point. I don't know who deserved it.
Sometimes the ball bounces the wrong way. That's part of it. I get it though.
That whole story.
I would have never bet on Jameis though.
People, take accountability.
I wasn't. He just threw a damn interception.
I had a different defense that game.
Bad coaching.
He wasn't even my quarterback. He just had the Denver defense.
Right. Don't blame me. Blame yourselves. That's a more story. With that being said, hey man, let's get into this. Let's get into this what we here for. Bigger impact on the NBA in y'all opinion. Was it the super teams being formed or load management? The bigger negative impact on the NBA association. Which one of them y'all think was the bigger negative impact? One of y'all can take the floor. It don't matter.
Well, go ahead, Kellz.
Load management for me, because all these star players are sitting down for no apparent reason. You know, I'll come play. I'll pay my money. I want to go see LeBron. LeBron played the next day, the game before, and he comes to my town. Oh, my knee, my pinky toe. You just tired. You don't want to play. So give me my money back. I ain't coming to see the right. I came to see LeBron. I ain't come to see Austin Reeves and Vanderbilt, or I came to see AD and
Rui Hachimura.
Rudy. I ain't even come to see JJ Redick do his little coaching thing. I came to see LeBron. Give me my $3,000 back, bro. At least give me half. You know what I'm saying? Darn. Like people come see Steph. Steph sitting. Oh, he got a load management because it's back-to-back. But BS, give my money back. Load management was the worst thing that ever the NBA started. And I blame Kawhi. Kawhi started this.
Kawhi didn't, because Coach Pop used to sit Ginobili and them all the time, and the NBA fined him $250,000 like 3 or 4 times for it. It's Coach. Got to blame Coach Pop.
Back-to-back. Not after a back-to-back.
Go back and watch it.
He got fined for it.
Look,
he was doing it before that.
He can sit Parker. He can sit Parker and Ginobili. I came to see Tim Duncan.
He said all 3 of them. He said all 3 of them.
Tim Duncan was the man. Whoever the man I'm going to see, I want to see play. I don't care.
But it's
Magic playing.
It's just a whole
in the 80s, they didn't do that. In the 80s and the 90s, 80s and 90s, they played back to back.
They ain't know to do it. That's why they all had their hips replaced.
Those were real players. These players are soft, making more money. Oh, my.
Not you calling somebody soft. G.
Oh, I definitely ain't so. I'll play
super team or load management.
It's definitely low. It's definitely low management, because super team's been around since before most of these people that talk about the NBA was born. The Celtics back in the day, the Lakers back in the day, the Spurs, even the what was that? The '99 Spurs. Putting Tim Duncan and David Robinson on the same team is crazy, crazy. So it's definitely low management. When people coming from Australia and Europe and whatever, just to fly all the way these miles and try to see this one player, and then they sitting on the bench. I'll give LeBron a pass, because this is year what, 2020?
21.
LeBron about the only person that get a pass. The rest of them, they ain't got no excuses. And the bigger issue is the players played 82 games back in the day, say in the 80s and 90s, and they didn't get all of these injuries. So,
because they weren't soft.
Oh my goodness.
They ain't got nothing to do with soft. That's training and other things besides that. Like we have a whole lot of technological advances, and they still get injured. So it makes no sense. And it's definitely we know soft, yes, but it's definitely load management.
Peacock.
I gotta agree. Load management. When you look at what some of these seats cost, or even how some people I know, certain businesses, they give you certain tickets, or they got season tickets. You get the opportunity to go see your favorite player. You sitting down low or courtside seats, just to see them sitting in plain clothes. At that time, you done wasted a ticket. Or now, I mean, who's to say you're gonna get that opportunity again? And like you said, people come from out of town sometimes, get tickets. I know people that's in travel to certain places to see people play, and you don't get that opportunity. You think about that if you stand in a hotel expense, flight expense, food expense. You get to the arena and found out he ain't even playing. It's like a wasted trip.
Yep.
My money back.
Even if you at home watching on TV for what, waiting for the matchup, and they don't
But
play.
he said-
My favorite player is Iverson. That man played with every injury you could think of, just about. He was there every night. You can count on him every night. That
And what
and it's
era
crazy, huh?
And what era was that he played in?
We all know. You can answer your own question. You know.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I'm answering.
No, I'm making a point. I'm making a point. I'm not asking the era. I'm making a point. That era,
Okay.
that era was tougher than this era.
True, I agree.
Now, is it the era tougher, or did a lot of the rules change that made it this way?
I blame the fans. You know why? It's the fans and the Detroit Pistons. The year the 2004 Detroit Pistons won, they was holding people to 68 points. And what was the fans doing? Crying. These games are boring. Defense is a part of basketball. And they cried until they took physicality out of basketball. And now you get these 157-point games, and now people shooting too many 3-pointers. NBA, stop listening to these fans. They don't know what they're talking about. They just want entertainment. All of these sports is entertainment now. The same thing in football.
Money.
It's 7-10. It's 7-8. I don't want this. This is boring.
Well, the only thing boring about football to me was running the ball 40 times.
Huh?
Running the ball 40 times a game was boring to me. Other than if we playing defense, that was great. But running the ball,
we're not here to entertain you. We here because this is the league. This is the best of the best.
Right.
This is the best of the best of the best. The whole point is to win the game.
That's a whole.
Stop me from running the ball. Then stop me from running the ball.
You want?
That's the whole point.
Let me do something different. If you can't make
Joe and them was throwing. Randall Cunningham and them was throwing.
I know. I was just saying that's why people was getting mad.
And you know what they are? Casual fans that don't know anything.
And
now they crying and got the league trying to change again.
And the league
don't get me started.
Those casual fans to enjoy their league, so they changed the rules. That's a whole
casual fans.
No,
those are not diehard fans.
No, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you, gambling and fantasy. When they got sponsored by FanDuel and all of them, and this fantasy shit, everything changed. My player ain't getting enough points, and then money getting passed on to the NFL, the NBA, and baseball. Well, baseball not so much because they shit. We'll get to that later. That shit sold out of pocket. But fantasy and this gambling changed everything.
Yeah, if you think about it, I remember a couple running backs like towards the end of the game stopping right before they went in the end zone. How much money people said they end up costing them. Even analysts on live TV said that players cost them money.
It's out of pocket.
Yeah, that's Saquon Barkley. He stopped a whole lot.
Saquon ain't the only one.
I'm just saying he lost.
You had referees. Tim Donahue.
Kellz wanted him to go for the record. That's all. That's why Kellz be saying
I
that.
want him getting the record, but we talking about a game by game basis.
I'm talking about he did it more than 3 times.
Even the referees was in on it. Tim Donahue.
He looking at the greater picture. He looking at the greater picture. So
yeah, he got a Super Bowl, so I get it.
Hey, look, they know it's true. That's why some of the players got flagged for calling it out when they was making money signs.
That's right. Rasheed Wallace got all them texts. Rasheed Wallace
was getting texted like it was nothing. But I agree with the whole panel. I think load management was a bigger negative impact on the game besides super teams. Because again, I agree with y'all as well. These folks is paying their hard-earned money to come see a good basketball game and see star players play, and then you get there or you find out on your way there they ain't playing. You like, damn, that shit crazy. But I'm like Kellz. I'm with Kellz. Let me get a refund. Give my money back.
5,000 for some seats, and you don't even get to see who you want to see.
Or I'll be the one that steal the ball and shoot the basket. I'm gonna get my fast.
I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Then you banned for life.
If I get that ball, I'm keeping that ball.
Hey, I'm gonna live my dream, shoot on the NBA court or something.
he got his money's worth. That's all Kellz worried about.
Kellz gonna get tackled.
He's settling.
We all done played some type of ball before, whether it was football, basketball, baseball, whatever. Your heart desire for our sports. If you had an opportunity to be coached by any professional head coach, who would you want to be coached by? Peacock.
If you talking, let's say football, are you talking about just like how good the coach is, or
your preference?
Because if you look at how good a coach is, or how much you want a coach that know what they doing,
your ideal coach, like, damn, I want that coach. I wish I could have played for him. That coach, blah blah blah. Who would that one coach be for you?
And like if you talking NFL, I would have said probably recently Belichick. And there's a reason for that. I was watching a couple of documentaries, and some of the players were saying how they'd be at different things. You know how they had like team functions, and you got new players coming in. You walk past them. He calling out your stats. He calling out what you did, what you need to work on. You don't even think he paying attention to you. And he's saying he'd just call out certain things. He'd tell you what you did in college, what you were weak in, what you need to get better in, what he's seen, why he chose you, the things that he could see you doing. I mean, a coach that literally like pay attention, not just while you're there, that paid attention to your life beforehand or how you got to that point. I mean, that means he heavily investing in his players. And if he's doing that with multiple players, that means he actually taking time to study and learn his players without them even having to say anything to him. He's doing it ahead of time. And a lot of times GMs will do that before a coach to study each of his players and know who they are in and on and off the field. And then where they grew up at, there's different things in that now. I think that's important now. I mean, that shows you that the coach is invested in you.
So you'll go with Belichick.
As one of them, yeah. If you're looking at it in that manner.
I'm looking at it from your matter, like for you personally. You personally, who would you want to coach you?
So you'd be rather coached by Belichick?
So you'd rather be coached by Bill Belichick?
Like a coach or a coach similar to that, a coach that's heavily invested in his players and not just what they can do for him.
Kellz, what about you?
Mine's in the basketball realm, and I would like to probably be coached by Pat Riley because he was a great coach, a great motivator, and he let you be yourself. As a coach, he let you be yourself. He came into the organization and made them Showtime, and he let Magic be who Magic is. So he's a player's coach. He understood the magnitude of how to get a player to play better, how to motivate that player, how to mesh egos together. Because I know in that locker room, it probably was a lot of egos. You know what I'm saying? So he held you accountable for if you made a mistake, not because if you was Magic, he still told Magic, Kareem, all of them what they did wrong. So for me, basketball-wise, it'll be Pat Riley. For the simple fact he held you accountable for your bull crap that you was putting out on the court.
D-Bone.
All right, I got a quick list, but I'm gonna give you my reason quick as well. Jimmy Johnson, I always thought he was the coolest coach ever. Definitely would play for him. Tomlin, I think he's one of the greatest motivators. He'll make you run through a wall. Tony Dungy, his calmness, his just calm demeanor. He never hollered. He was like, look, this is how I'm gonna run it. You either gonna be with it or you're gonna be out. Terry Francona, I thought he was a great players coach with Boston. Phil Jackson, he had the best championship system. He always won. Lenny Wilkins from back in the day, I always thought he was one of the coldest Cavs coach. And John Lucas, he
Damn,
just made Can I finish? John Lucas, because he used to make me laugh so much with his voice. Ricky! I probably would get fired, but I would have the time of my life. laughing on the bench at John Lucas. So it definitely them. For sure, for sure.
G got traded a lot, so he had a lot of experience with different
I'm gonna
coaches.
get traded to different sports.
Damn, that G got traded a lot. For me, it's a lot of coaches that I would have loved to play for, especially on the basketball end. And I'm stuck between these two. For one, John Thompson.
Georgetown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Like he was one of those. Like I feel you, Kellz, and agree with you, and you as well, Peacock. But no, Peacock, you really touched on it more as far as like a coach that really takes time to really be invested in you, not just as a player, but as a man as well. You know what I'm saying? And Thompson was one of those type coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna make sure you do great on that court. He gonna try to get you to where you need to be on that court to the best of his ability. But at the same point in time, he gonna make a man out of you. Which leads me to the other coach that I had a man that's kind of similar to him too, Larry Brown.
I couldn't do it.
Larry Brown was a nomad, but he was a good coach though.
Yeah, he was. Listen,
fundamentals.
Listen, he got Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was Larry Brown the coach then? We was talking about practice. Was that Larry Brown?
Yeah. No, Iverson. Yeah, Iverson had him more than he watch that documentary. They were struggling.
But he finally got to him. You know what I'm saying? Finally got him to understand that he was a hell of a coach. There's a lot of NBA players that wish they could have played for Larry Brown. So them two, like right off my head, is ones I could think like basketball wise. We can go on and on for days about baseball, football, whatever. Basketball wise, yeah, Larry Brown and John Thompson for me. If I wanted to say football, it would definitely be Mike Tomlin. It would definitely be a Mike Tomlin because I agree with you, G. That man, how you motivated to play every Sunday. Every Sunday.
And maximize his talent, whether they injured or not.
Yes.
Football for me probably would be Tony Dungy though. That's
where he learned.
That's where he learned that from though. He learned that from Tony Dungy.
Yep. On Tampa Bay. Hey, that Tampa Bay's coaching staff.
Oh, he learned it from Minnesota.
But sometimes people can take things and they can elevate it. And Mike Tomlin, them one of those things Mike Tomlin took it and just elevated it, man.
Well, Josh McDaniels didn't. No.
Yeah, he definitely did. Actually, a lot of coaches from the Belichick tree didn't for real.
Matt Patricia. Yeah, but guess what? He's the defensive coordinator on the Ohio State.
I mean, not Vrabel. Vrabel was the coach of Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Vrabel did good. He did good.
Was Vrabel part of his coaching tree though? I thought Vrabel was just a player.
Vrabel, yeah, he was just a player. What year did Vrabel coach? Was that the Chris 2K year?
Tennessee?
Mm-hmm.
2K? I don't think he had 2K.
Oh.
I think 2K was Jimmy Fisher.
Yeah, Jeff Fisher.
Jimmy Fisher.
Jeff brother. Jeff brother Jimmy.
Yeah, brother.
Speaking of coaches,
we
was just talking about him. G brought him up.
Oh, Grant Pop.
Popovich won't be back this season to coach the Spurs. To me, I think his coaching career might be over and done with. What would y'all rank Greg Popovich amongst coaches in the NBA all time as far as coaches? G.
Top 5, maybe top 3. Phil up there. I put Red up there. Red mostly because not just the championships, but who he was as a person, going into racist hotels and stuff and telling them, if y'all don't let this man stay here, we all out. But Pop, I think Pop was one of the greatest player developers, adjusters in the game, making adjustments, paying attention to the game, knowing when to do, what to do, how to do. at the right place, right time, and like I said, he took a raw Ginobili, a raw Tony Parker, a raw fundamental David Robinson, and created a system that
Big Elliott, Sean Elliott.
Sean Elliott, Avery Johnson,
Avery Johnson, Avery.
even
work with Avery Johnson and Bruce Bowen.
Even crazy Steven Jackson. I can't stand Steven Jackson, but
Bruce Bowen, that's another one, Kellz.
He was just the work that he did, and even though he was hard on him, he also showed him love and patience and helped him become men in the NBA. So yeah, he's definitely top 5, if not top 3.
Even Kawhi. I say he even developed Kawhi.
Yeah, that's true.
Peacock.
The claw.
Yeah, I gotta agree. He up there top 5. I mean, even with that, we had like 29 seasons in the NBA. You don't stay around coaching for 29 years if you ain't that good.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, what, 5 rings.
Jerry Sloan. Jerry Sloan was another coach who was with the Jazz for a long time.
I hated the Jazz.
Yeah. On top of that, 5 rings. He won a Olympic title.
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Yep, 3-time coach of the year. I mean, on top of that, his longevity. I mean, his body of work plus longevity speak for itself.
You know you good when other players respect you and check on you.
Respect the hell out of him. That was one of the reasons why Chris Paul wanted to go to him this season. You know what I'm saying? The player season with Pop. Unfortunately, he ended up getting ill and not able to coach this season. But
they said he had a mild stroke.
Yeah. Kellz.
Pop is in the top 5 to 10. Good.
Oh my goodness.
To 10.
I'll put it because you had. I mean, he's in the top 10. He's in the top 5.
Hey, if that's your opinion, I respect it. I would like to know.
It can be debatable. It can be questioned. It can do all that. But you had some great coaches. But one thing Pop did do, he brought a franchise in San Antonio that wasn't relevant, and he made it relevant. So that's a great thing. My prayers go out to him. Hopefully he gets better. But I think what they should do with Pop now is put him as a player development and go with some younger players. I mean, a younger coach in his tree. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing. Huh?
I said, who coaching it now?
One of his assistants. He doing a pretty good job doing it.
I don't follow the Spurs that closely to know.
I forgot his name, but he's doing a pretty good job. I'll probably stick with that system with him, make him player development so it would be less stress on him. And he still can have his consultant, he still can mentor that coach because he still got a lot of knowledge inside of him that people can learn from. But Pop was a great coach. I mean, he took the Olympic team, did a really, really well thing with the Olympic team after Coach K left. He did a great job with San Antonio. When you bring up San Antonio greats, Pop will be up there. So I wish him his great health. I mean, y'all said everything. There's nothing I can say that could change it, but I'm just going, he's a great person. I ain't mean him personally, but it seems like he's a great person. So get your health together, come back as player development, get a younger coach in there so the Spurs can win again.
How old is Pop now? He got to be 60.
No.
Pop older than 60.
Yeah,
he's older than
almost in his 70s, I think.
Like 66, 68, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Oh, you find out.
Pop like whatever Coach K age.
How old is
or younger?
Bitch? How old is?
But Pop has the better great big men than David Robinson, Tim Duncan.
76.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm way off.
I said he about Coach K age.
Yeah. Greg Pop old, but I put him in.
I mean, you had a lot of good coaches. It's hard with basketball coaches. You had I
put him in top 5. Pop,
Jackson,
Phil,
Holtzman. Lenny Wilkins.
Red. I agree with you, G. Red.
John. We got a lot. Jerry Sloan.
Yeah. Pat Riley.
Pat Riley. Bill Russell. I mean, we had a lot of good coaches.
I could definitely put him in the top 5 for what he accomplished on and off the court as well. And then, like I said, y'all touched on every accolade. The 4 or 5 championships, 5 championships, Olympic championship, player development, one of the great coaches to do that. That's why a lot of players want to go play for him. And he stuck to his roots. I don't care how much the game changed. Pop stuck to his roots on how he coached and how he played, and was successful doing it. So, pick up the Pop again, health wise. Would you say, Kellz?
I said, damn, he's 76.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Pop, he was in the 70s. I knew he was in. I didn't know he was damn 70s.
Shit, Pete Carroll, down there somewhere around there too.
Pete Carroll 73.
Yeah, Pete Carroll running around drinking that damn Red Bull and.
Pete
Carroll still got the juice.
It gives you wings.
He out there throwing passes and stuff.
Pete Carroll can outrun me.
Pete Carroll's still in good shape. Hey man, our Cavaliers again with another dub last night against the Memphis Grizzlies after smacking the New York Knicks Friday, 47-10. But yet we don't get talked about as much still as the Celtics, even as the Knicks, Minnesota's, OKC's. Hell, Miami was getting more airtime than us, even going through the whole Jimmy Butler situation. Why y'all think the Cavs is not getting the respect that we deserve to be getting right now?
Because it's the regular season. It ain't the playoff. The regular season. Once the playoffs turn, they gonna think that we are not gonna be able to do what we doing now because of the playoff. Which have the last 2 years we failed in the playoff. So they think it that way. Plus they think Boston just gonna turn this switch on because it's the playoff, which they probably can't. Don't even say it.
Right.
You see, I said which they can. So, but what I like about the Cavaliers, I don't want them to talk about the Cavaliers. I don't care if they talk about us. It doesn't matter to me as long as I know what my Cavaliers can do. I mean, we don't need to be talked about. We already know we haven't won a championship without LeBron, but we also have not been as good without the LeBron. So, with that said, I like how they made their addition with DeAndre Hunter. It look like that's doing really well right now.
Devontae Green, you got him too.
Devontae Green, and they picked up another big dude that was from Kansas State, which playing well, was in the G League, averaging like 20-some points a game. Something like his name, Tadeo, something like that. But they don't have to talk about us. I don't care. As long as we keep on smacking people, eventually they're going to have to start talking about us when it comes to the playoff. When we start smacking people in the playoff, then they're going to have to give us respect. Let them not talk about us. Let them keep talking about Boston, whoever. And when we go get in the playoffs, let's smack them. Straight out. That's how I feel about it.
Talk to me, G.
In the media, if you notice, most people from big markets have a big market bias. We are a small market. We ain't popular because we ain't got no drama and all this other stuff going on. And it's almost unfathomable to them that we are smacking people and winning this many games. But them not realizing we're being consistent. We're consistently whooping everybody. The system is working. It's going to carry over to the playoffs because basketball is a game of runs. And they, like I said, they got that big market bias against, and it's not just against us. Look how they talk about Milwaukee. Look how even when they won the championship, Milwaukee's a small market. They don't make enough money and all that. It's always about the Lakers, Miami, New York for sure, and LA, and a couple other teams here and there every year. But it's all about big market bias, as far as I'm concerned. They don't want to give us no love.
None at all. Talk to me.
You know what they say? My bad. They always say the same thing. Until history proves that the Cavaliers do blah 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 in the playoffs. So until they prove different, I'm gonna just stick with whoever their big market team is. So we don't need their respect.
Oh man, it's always been like that. I even take it a little further back to the year we won the chip. You look at it, we still didn't really have the respect then. Yeah, we was winning games, we was fair, but we didn't have that respect. The Warriors was the ones that got the most respect. Even leading up to that, we still didn't have all that. You look at it, the year when Love and Kyrie went out, and it still took them 6 games without Kyrie and without Love to get it done.
Daily.
So even with that, 6 games following year, we still don't get the respect.
They cheated us. They cheated.
Man.
I didn't mean to jump in, but they cheated us that year. They cheated the shit out of us that year, and they don't want to mention it. It's all hush hush. My bad, but I had to throw that out there.
We got them back though.
Even when we did win, look at the reason why we won that series, and it was talks that we won that series because Draymond got suspended for 1 game. Even if he got suspended for 1 game, there was still more games after that they could have got the job done, and they didn't get it done. So we only won because he got suspended for 1 game. I don't know how that even makes sense to them. But they still didn't give it to us then.
Stupid people.
Then even with Klay Thompson speaking in an interview saying that when they was questioning and brung up later on that he don't believe that they would have beat us again if they hadn't got KD.
No, that was Draymond.
Big reason. That was
Draymond, but Klay agreed on one of them. I can't remember if it's the one.
No, he said it afterwards.
He agreed that they wouldn't have beat us at full strength. And I mean, for them, the team that they voted, the team that they had as the best team to say that, but we still didn't get the respect. So I think we ain't gonna never get it. But I think this kind of Cleveland sports in general.
That's okay.
I agree with G when he say small market teams don't get the respect. I don't care how good. OKC get talked about a little bit really because of Shea, which is another thing I feel like is disrespectful. How the hell we ain't got listen, we got 4 people averaging 20 on our team. Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter. Well, he was averaging 19 and a half coming over here from Atlanta.
Round it up, 20.
And we don't have
19.5 rounded up.
nobody mentioned even in the MVP conversation. Hell, even when it came down to the All-Star game, I felt like Jared Allen should have got in as well. We should have had 4. We should have had 4.
We had the best record, so yeah.
With the best record. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA right now. So I think in order for us to keep getting that respect, man, like you said, G, Kellz, Peacock, we just got to keep winning.
That ass.
Keep winning, and do it the way we've been doing it now. Because right now, I see a head-on collision with us and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. We got Boston again Friday, last time this season.
If you match Boston threes, because they're gonna shoot it.
Which I feel like we can.
If Boston is gonna beat themselves. You already have. Speaking of this conversation, have you been listening to the pundits and everything? Boston got that championship pedigree. They know how to turn it on when it matter most. Brown and old boy can't be stopped when it's time. Have y'all been listening to how they've been talking versus us?
Yeah,
they can't match them because Boston is a better team. They more loaded than the Cavs.
This is what it is. This is the truth of the matter. Boston
they already got them champions again.
Boston does have championship pedigree because they won it and they've been there multiple times. This is the first time the Cavaliers could be potentially in the championship. So we're gonna have to see they mantle. DeAndre Hunter never been past the first round. Mitchell and Garland has made steps toward that. So I can see why the opponents and all of them said that Boston got championship pedigree because they done it before.
But it's 2 key factors that don't matter in this equation. Them being there, that was last year. We don't play how we played last year, this year. And we got a totally different coach.
I mean, yeah, us, but Boston play the same way.
Which is bad. You know why? Because they shoot themselves in the game and they shoot themselves out of game. I'll never trust Boston with this roster. They got lucky last year because them threes dropped. If them threes don't drop, it'd have been just like the year before.
They had a couple games when
Boston got a nice team. I'll give it to them. They got
a nice team. But what I'm saying is they live by the three and die by the three.
Yeah, if the magic number for them, if they hit 15 or more threes, they win. The magic number for Cleveland to beat Boston, we have to hit at least 15 threes and dominate on the boards.
I don't think we have to keep up with them because we play better defense.
Threes are more than two.
Inside.
Threes are more than twos.
The X factor is Porzingis.
If I hit 23s and I hit 62 points in the paint, I'm losing.
But we can score too.
Right.
I'm losing. So I need to match at least. I need to get at least 11 threes, the 15 threes to beat Boston to keep up with them.
It ain't like we can't hang. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just throwing points out there.
So
I believe we can, but I know this much. They better start giving us our damn respect.
Hey, you said if if Boston starts shooting the threes that we gonna lose, or we got to shoot 15 or match them.
I said we got to at least hit more than 10 threes.
Did you know
we do that on a regular basis? That ain't hard.
We can't go 6 for 25 and they go 15 for 48. Or
look at our system, though.
You do know we number one in 3-point shooting, right?
What now?
We number one in 3-point shooting.
I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about in general.
I'm just saying in general, we number one in 3-point shooting, which means we can stand up against anybody. We can stand up against anybody in the game. We number one.
Get him, Peacock. Get him.
All right, I'm about to tell y'all. Okay.
No, I'm gonna tell you. That's like we saying that.
Here we go.
They got it. They got it.
Respect that.
Oh, you want to go on?
You
You just want to go on this 1 year that they shoot threes.
It's a brand new year.
Have they done it in the playoffs?
Is Boston going to do it in the playoffs?
Boston has done it in the playoffs.
That was last. We're not talking about what you did last year. What have you done with me lately? Are they going?
Actually, they've been doing it since Joe Mazzulla took over as head coach.
They've been doing it since all this time.
Past 3 years, for real.
I'm not denying that. I just don't trust them because they flip flop.
How you don't trust when they want to?
I don't trust 3-point shooting teams like that, especially the Boston Celtics. Huh?
And who's second behind the Cavaliers at 3-point shooting?
Oh, if you trying to figure out,
I don't care.
Boston number.
But I'm gonna tell you, Boston rely on them threes more than any other team in the league.
They 8 teams behind us.
Boston and that 3-point shot is their savior.
Is Chicago ahead of Boston?
You said who?
I don't know.
Chicago.
I don't even pay attention to Chicago except for Lonzo.
Chicago was like number 10 or number 11. Boston was number 9.
Oh, okay.
So Boston is the champ. Cleveland got to get to that level, and I like them not talking about us flat out.
Still got to put some respect on their name, Kellz.
Put some respect on their name.
No, until they do it.
How many? We talk how good these athletes is nowadays. And athletes talk. A lot of them talk. Oh, I could have played this. I could have did that. I could have did blase blase. Name me some athletes, or what athletes do y'all think could have played two-way sports? We done seen Deion do it with baseball, football, and baseball. Nowadays, this generation of athletes, who could y'all see playing a two-way sport?
You want me to go first, or you got to Kellz?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I can see.
Oh, now you pop up.
Right. But ask him again, though.
What? What level Cleveland got to get to?
We stand at the level above Miami because they.
Oh. Okay. Edwards.
Talk to him, Nathaniel.
Edwards from Minnesota can play either football and basketball. Edwards. In a football situation, basketball, I think LeBron can play tight end in football. I think he'd be a good tight end because he's athletic at the tight end position. And basketball relate more to football. You can play football. You as a basketball player, you can play football better than you can play basketball. I think because of the footwork and the position that you can play tight end or defensive end. And baseball, I'm trying to think of somebody. You said these days, Kyler Murray, he can play baseball, football. He can be a nice little pitcher. So no matter. Man, I'm a Cavaliers fan, but until I see them play in a playoff, then the playoff in regular season.
It's all. Look, and you know what's crazy with Kellz? It's crazy with Kellz because he sit up here all day talk about how he gonna win a chip next year, how he gonna do this, how he gonna do that, but he ain't showed nobody. Not by
I don't show nobody. I'm talking
that
about
he can do it, but yet he constantly say he's going to do it, but yet he the Cavs can't do it because he want to see them do it.
I never said the Cavaliers can't do it. I never said that. I said the Cavaliers got to show they can do it.
Well, they got to show, but you ain't got to show. You just know for yourself. You just know how.
Because it's me.
Go ahead, G.
Well, I just took a couple simple ones. I took Cooper Kupp because the way he runs his routes and all that, I say he could probably play basketball if he was like a shooter, like a old Kyle Korver role, or he could play soccer because he's good with his feet, coordination and all that. And then I took Tyreek, play basketball and run that track.
Okay.
Saquon, play track or rugby. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Saquon.
Mm-hmm. Running that ball, hits is available too. I think he could run a couple guys over. Not just a couple guys, quite a few, to be honest with you.
He benching 750.
So that'll be the perfect game for him.
You see his thighs?
That's what I'm saying. And they run right into you. Contact is allowed. Stiff arms, throwing people left and right. That's right up his alley.
Rugby, yeah. That's a man's guys right there. I mean, I know they say football is, but rugby.
That's like the old Donna Man when we used to play. You just throw the ball in the air.
Yeah, you're right.
And you get hit like, man, come on, why you always tackling me?
Peacock, you got some?
Oh, that's currently Kyler Murray. If you look at it, he played for Oklahoma back in like 2000 during his college in 2018. He was actually drafted by the Athletics.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was drafted by Athletics.
Yep, but he ended up not going, so he ended up opting back in, opting to the NFL draft, and that's when Arizona took him. But yeah, he originally was going to play for the Athletics. So if you
what's his name? Somebody else. Russell. Didn't Russell get drafted by the Yankees or something?
He sure
and
did.
Just with the football.
Yeah.
Jameis
forgot all about that.
Jameis Winston also played baseball, but ended up going.
He sure did.
Most quarterbacks.
Yep.
Most quarterbacks play both sports. They most likely pitchers. And Drew Hansen back in Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had, like you said, Russell Wilson. You know, if they were smart, they should have stick with baseball because they got
that baseball money.
If you can make it, that's a different type of money.
Yeah, that's the question though. If you could make it, everybody ain't getting them.
Kyler Murray was throwing 95 miles per hour fastball and 89 miles per hour curveballs. He was gonna
don't matter. Can you get in that strike zone though and make people miss?
He was gonna make it. Trust me.
I don't know.
Kyler Murray was a good
pitcher. We'll never know.
You may spend 4 years down in the minors before you get brung up.
But
you gotta look at that. Like you gotta look at that too.
Except for somebody like Shohei or what was old boy
See the international players don't go.
What was the pitcher name for the Nationals?
Steven Strasburg.
Yeah, Steven Strasburg.
Yeah, he went down there for like a
He
year.
said Strasburg.
Steven
It's all good. Strasburg. Y'all crazy. You said it first.
Blaze, you are a hater, man. God dog, man. Come on, chill out, dude. Blaze, you a hater, man. Blaze, you. That's what you want. You want that. You want that.
All he gonna do? He about Tyler Hero play tonight.
He just cursed Miami. That's all he did.
Yeah,
he just
that's
cursed
all he
Miami.
did.
Peacock brought up something interesting we could touch on real quick before we head up out of here. The Dodgers been spending. I'm talking about spending cash left and right. Yeah. The Mets spending cash left and right. Y'all think baseball need to finally look at this and start putting a salary cap in baseball to get other teams opportunities? That's why, again, we talk about small market teams. That's why the Guardians, can't keep nobody for a long period of time. I hate the fact that we had to get rid of Francisco Lindor and couldn't keep him and Jose Ramirez together. But it's a time for baseball to really start looking at the salary cap, Kellz, real quick.
Man, we've been having this for years. They're not going to do it. They want the big market to spend all the money. I feel as though the players want to go to the big market. If Frankie Lindor wanted to go to New York, he wanted to go to New York. The Indians gave him a contract. He just took New York. That's all. No salary cap going to stop the Dodgers or Yankees or whoever else want to get a big player name. That's baseball.
Yeah, it is going to stop him. G, talk to me.
I wish they would. It would never probably stop because of the attraction that the big market teams bring to the teams. I'm pretty sure the owners and everything get a whole bunch of kickbacks, and then the big market teams just got a whole lot more resources and things brought to them, deals and stuff like TV deals and all that stuff. Small market teams don't really get all that because of the size of our market, but I wish they would, but it's probably never going to happen.
Peacock.
Yeah, I mean, it may be time because I look at it. I disagree with Kellz on the Lindor situation. We could have gave Lindor more. We could have gave him more, but that's what it was. It wasn't necessary because he wanted to stay in Cleveland.
He did.
But he still wanted. He still wanted what he was worth as well. And also think about this: you also want to win. If you know, they giving you big money, but you still want somebody around you that's still gonna help you win. You want to get paid, and you also want to win. So you might 9 times out of 10, you might go to a team that's gonna win, and you can get paid at the same time. So if you look at it, like the Guardians was like what 1.3.5 billion as far as what they worth. And you look at they brought in, I think when I checked it, they brought in like 315 million in revenue last year. And it also that's without like selling out most of the games and all that nature. But if you put certain players here or bring a certain team here, I think that's going to draw the fans in. That's going to make them spend more money. So I think your market value will eventually go up if you do it consistently. But if you're not willing to put money in like a lot of these other teams doing, and you're not keeping players, the players just going to keep going everywhere else. Like they said, we like a major league farm system. If you look, even dating back to the years where we couldn't pay Manny. We could, but we didn't pay Manny. He left. He went to Boston. We couldn't pay Tony.
How much money he get?
Tony left. Who, Manny? Manny got a nice contract.
Tommy got a
nice contract.
Okay.
They wanted to stay here in Cleveland, but other teams was able to pay them more, and they went elsewhere.
So they didn't want to stay in Cleveland.
Manny went elsewhere. Yeah, if they're not going to pay you, if you invest,
it depends on the player. The only reason I was kind of
you got to look at the stats they were putting up at the time of their contracts.
What about Jose Ramirez?
Yeah, it just depends.
Jose Ramirez took a pay cut to stay here.
He took a pay cut.
He wanted to stay. He wanted to stay here. He wanted to stay.
So he took a pay cut. He could have left.
So when you say these players wanted to stay here,
everybody don't want to take a pay cut. Everybody's not gonna be willing to take.
That's
a pay
true.
cut.
But that's why they don't.
So
All of them don't win neither.
So don't
If
say
Frankie could have gave up that, Frankie could have got a lot, huh? Hey, Miami, we ain't even talking about.
Jose Ramirez could have went elsewhere, and he would have got paid for what he do. He definitely.
But he wanted to stay here.
Yes, he did. But I'm saying everybody don't want to take millions of dollars. $1 million.
We both.
So they didn't want to stay here.
We all saying the truth on different fronts. You know, the coin got two sides, but they both the coin. So it's still true. I mean, two things can be true at the same time. Yeah, different.
Me, myself, and I would personally like to see them put a salary cap on baseball as well. I'm a big fan. I just want to see small market teams be successful too. I get it. Miami, LA, New York, lifestyles. I get it, all that. But baseball is just ridiculous. Soto.
Let me ask you a quick question, real quick, Antoine. If they put a cap on it, how would you fix the teams like what is it, the Florida Marlins and the ones that don't get no fans because they trash?
What I'm saying, you gonna have to if they put a cap
on it again, G.
I said if they put a cap on it theoretically. This is a hypothetical question. If you put a cap on the league, how would you fix the teams that don't really get no fans coming in because they trash, like the Marlins or the old A's?
Like you just said,
they gonna still
bring players attract the fans. So if you put a salary cap, you giving. Let's just take.
Yeah, give me a number on the cap.
What would be the salary cap number?
That I don't know. I'm just saying.
All right. So he said the team is worth $1.6 billion, right? Their revenue, they only bring in the Indians only bring in $315 million. Okay, so your salary cap will be based on your revenue, right? So the Guardians only bring in $315 million in revenue, right? So you're going to play a player half of your revenue.
No, but the thing I'm asking. Go ahead, Rick. All right.
What I was gonna say, Kellz, you put a salary cap on it, then the teams, all that talent has to get spread out around the league.
Right.
So you look at it, our payroll was 94 million. The Yankees' payroll was almost 260 million. So because they got all that talent, they got all them high paid players. If there's a cap on it, them players got to spread out, or you take a hell of a lot less. And 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna take the money and it's gonna spread the talent out around the league.
Because if anybody bought their championships, it's the Yankees.
The Dodgers the last 2 years, the Dodgers bought it.
But I'm saying the Yankees got 27. They done every time somebody get hot, they scoop them up. With the CC was hot. They scooped them up.
The last Yankees World Series win was with Jeter.
Jeter is one person they put in the system, but what I'm saying is they always take hot talent from other teams and put them together and win the championship. They shit is bought.
Yeah. So I think they need to really consider putting a salary cap. But to answer your question, G, again, like they just said, the players get spread it around. So you take us for example. Maybe that 315 Peacock just said if we could get a Juan Soto or
a big bat,
or just imagine if you added Judge to our lineup.
Huh?
Imagine if you had added like Aaron Judge to our lineup or Ohtani to our lineup.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron Judge, Cleveland, Aaron Judge, New York, Cleveland playing a 157.
But you're going off numbers. We going off numbers. We talking about if you have a salary cap. But listen, if you have a salary cap where every team has to follow this level of number, if every team's salary cap is only 415 million, that gives everybody a chance to have the same number of people or good people on their team.
Right, I understand.
That's the point of the cap. The Yankees got money out the wazoo. They probably the top team, if not the top 2 team in the league with revenue coming in.
Yeah, they brought in 657 million.
So they can go buy another. They can go buy another baseball team if they really.
They doubled our revenue.
So
because they in New York.
That's all we saying.
That's what I think you mentioned the point, Kellz.
What I'm saying, any players are not going to come to Cleveland for less money.
If we got with the salary cap on there,
if the cap
is on there, they don't have a choice.
I get what you're saying.
Solo half of what we offer, he going to New York.
But listen. I'm gonna throw this out there and then I'm gonna let it go. If New York filled out their team and got their cap done already, and Cleveland has an offer for the amount of money that they want, you think they ain't coming here? It ain't about where the location is about. If he got paid the money he want, he coming.
Not only that, if they don't have the money, the room to sign all that talent, then that team is not as good as it's going to be. That team is not going to be that good because that talent is now spread out.
That's the whole point of the cap. The cap make everybody.
Let's see how the cap works. Let's see how get the cap in.
No, that's the whole point of the cap. Right now, it ain't no cap, so they can sign. They can sign me, you, and
go get a cap, and let's see if these players still not go to these small market teams or not.
So I got a question, Kellz. If they put a cap on it, you telling me you would take for example, you telling me you would take a $60 or $70 million pay cut just to stay in New York?
Yeah, because I can make that up in endorsements.
And with that being said, folks, I appreciate y'all for tuning in on this episode of the Antoine
podcast show. I'm just keeping it real.
I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube.
Man, get out of here.
And tuned in on the Diva Spivey Media Network. Continue to keep supporting both. Big ups to Kellz today. Big up. Big up to Peacock G, man. Appreciate y'all as always. We gonna get it in same time, same place Wednesday.
You gotta do the baby.
Tune in. Make sure y'all tune in for myself, for Kellz, for Peacock. Man, y'all stay safe out here. We catch y'all Wednesday. Deuces.
Peace.
Like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. And gotta with a shield for being here. And gotta with a shield for being here. Like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. Kellz, we on. Peacock, we on. The Antoine